its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. Alongside of me, my whole panel, we got Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi from Capital, and Dan Dubinsky from Skyward Realty.
Morning, Harv. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Listen, if you're a college or a high school basketball fan right now, there's no better time of the year. So in southeastern Michigan, districts just ended last night. Regionals start. You got the run for the state title for high schools. And now, of course, you got the Big Ten tourney and all the conference tournaments end tomorrow. You've got Selection Sunday tomorrow.
You got that last week of March and the first week of April.
And I'm jacked up about it because, as you know, I am the guy that plays about 10 different pools because you can. You don't just play one pool. You know what I mean? And it's just all for entertainment value, but it's a lot of fun this time.
Just entertainment, that's it?
Went to a great high school basketball game last night. I don't know if the game was that great, but it was a phenomenal atmosphere. Gyms packed, Wall Lake Central versus Wall Lake Western. Western only had one loss. But it's the district, and anything can happen in the district final. And Wall Lake Central, I'm a Central guy, coached there. Kids went there. Have a lot of great memories there. But Central pulled it out at the end of the game. It was unbelievable.
It was a tight game?
It was a tight game. One team, though, went 5 for 18 from the free throw line, and that's probably why they lost the game.
It's a free throw, right?
But it was a great game. But, hey, man, these kids are playing for a lot. It's a fun time of year.
I'll segue Harry, that whole vibe that you had going on, because it's exciting to be at a high school game because it's community. It's community involvement. Right. It has to do with your school and where you live, and it has to do with real estate. At the end of the day, it has to do with real estate. There are families, believe it or not,
we've helped a lot of people out. I mean, that's, we do that. I mean, I happen to be a big sports guy, but bottom line is we're in the community. We're working in the community. We're part of it. We just don't sit in an office, drink coffee, eat donuts, and, spill powdered sugar on our reports. I mean, we're basically out in the community doing a lot of things. And people say, Harry, why do you still do line level work? I said, what's line level work?
What does that mean?
Well, you're this big mortgage guy. You're not supposed to be talking to people. No, we talk to clients every single day.
That's
what we do.
Fun, actually. That's what I do.
Yeah, and I've got a pet peeve too. I mean, Dan, so I'm glad you're here this morning.
Yeah.
I've got a situation again. And I hate it's like when you want to start blaming appraisers for the reasons why deals go bad. I just don't want to do it. But when you don't do your homework, when you don't pull all the comps in a neighborhood, and in my neighborhood, I've had not even on my house, on my neighbors' houses, go back, and it's called rebutting a value or getting a you have to get a new value. There's a way to do it and a procedure to do it. I mean, you're talking about $50,000, $60,000 in value, a difference between an original appraisal and then a recertification of value.
That should never happen.
Exactly, but it does, because they're sending people out from Clarkston to do properties in Farmington Hills.
Yeah,
you're sending somebody from Farmington Hills to go to Macomb County, to Chesterfield Township, all right?
Right.
You have to, and there's laws and there's rules, but you should be able to use appraisers in your area to do your area values.
Listen, I'll tell you how bad it is. We now train our agents. We add dealing with appraisers. How do we deal with them? And you realize that appraisers are trying to do a job and make people aware or protect them. But sometimes the economy's growing. There's growth, and you see that there's a situation where there's obviously a lot of equity in the home, and you have appraisers. The problem I have is appraisers, they're not consistent at all. One appraiser will be 20% off another appraiser. And so, right now what we do is we have all our meetings are for appraisers. We take lockbacks off, and we have our agents meet out there.
Right, and don't you meet out there with a handful of comps?
Yes, we do. And we read the situation, because some appraisers are kind of, they have a little power, and they yield that power. So what we do is we say, assess the situation. If you feel that way, just say, hey, sir, I don't want to do your job for you. I thought you might want to see these. I'll open the door. I'm on my way.
So the analogy is that even though as a coach, I don't want to blame the referee as a mortgage guy in this instance is the appraiser.
Yeah.
So they're going to call against you because they don't like it?
Well, I just know that.
How am I doing?
You never
Do you
know.
like that analogy?
Well, I appreciate you gentlemen jumping right into values this morning, talking about appraisals. We are going to be talking about that, refinancing, purchasing house. It's 9:05 March 14, 2015. And when you believe it, the snow's melting. So it's home buying season. So a lot of these issues are starting to come up on our purchases. Hey, there's a lot of knowledge that you can sort of gather on your own. Like as you drive down your street, call in a couple of those real estate signs. You can find out what those agents have those homes listed at. Also, you could view those houses to find out sort of what's selling for in that neighborhood. So again, just that basic thing about finding out what's going on in your neighborhood. There's some things you can do to protect yourself.
And let's not be shy about it, gentlemen. You can see it right now. Dan, you're seeing it in your office. Harvey, Alex, we're seeing it in our office. Home purchase activity is up. and it's strong.
Well, it's an exciting time of year. The sun's out. People are smiling. You got basketball, like you said. They played St. Patrick's Day. I mean, everything in our phones are starting to ring. Sundresses are out. It's great.
Nice.
That was appropriate.
Can we say that?
Nice.
Can we say that at 9 o'clock in the
Hey,
morning?
we're going to take your phone calls this morning. We want to hear from you. 248-539-9797. Again, 1 hour's worth of the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call us at Capital all day long if you need that approval letter, you want to get moving on a mortgage, and don't wait any longer on refinancing your house or paying off that land contract. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank. You're going to save a ton of money. We've got tons to share with you. Of course, Dan Dubinsky came in from Skyward Realty. We're also going to promote the St. Patty's Day Parade. Is that today or tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. It's today, 11:30. They have a fun run or a 5K at 10 o'clock and 11:30 the parade. I was down in there earlier setting up for it. So
a lot of great things going on this week. You got the 10K and the 5K down at Corktown tomorrow for St. Patty's Day, which is exciting and definitely in our region.
You know what? I just wanted to say yesterday was a prime example of how you're supposed to do something. It's how you're supposed to be a buyer in real estate. We have a client that was renting for us for a while, and she decided she finally wants to buy it. It was be smart to make a purchase. She saw the prices were good, interest rates were low. So we had her contact Alex. Alex gave her went out with us, actually. Alex drove around with us, 2 weeks ago?
I did, yes. That was that awesome 1980s loft. It was 1,000 degrees. The guy was 90 years old and answered the door in his robe and slippers.
So long story short, she ended up finding a house. She went with the house, met with Alex yesterday, got pre-approved, told us how to structure the deal, and she's on her way. And I think she had fun the whole time.
I think so, yeah.
Did you say fun? That is fun.
I mean,
I try to make things fun.
Why not? You're signing your name on 6 digits, 100,000, 200,000. Enjoy the process. Find out what it takes to purchase a house. It's funny. It's we got so much to add today, but I had a couple strange calls this week, along with a lot of great calls of people buying homes.
Strange calls? Someone strange called you?
I had 2 buyers that actually called about buying houses. They were out there looking at them. One said he had an approval letter in his hand, and when I asked him how much money he was working with, he actually said less than $1,000. So it's worth the conversation. Can you buy a house with zero down? Yeah, you can buy one VA or rural development. You can also buy a house getting a gift from a family member, but it takes some money, and you got to find the funds, and you've got to get organized because, Dan, those good houses have multiple offers, and things are not going to be slowing down this spring.
No, I anticipate seeing more buyers out, and the phones are already ringing off the hook. So I think it was basically this weather. No one wanted to do anything in 0-degree weather. So now
it's funny. All my clients, you mentioned the weather. All my clients that are police officers, they said this is like the worst / busiest time for them because people have been pent up in the house for 5 months. And he's like, that you get that first day where it's like 55 and sunny. They're like, people just go
adults
crazy.
behaving badly.
Yeah,
Alex?
it is. It's
adults behaving badly.
And I mean, I never thought about that, but the same thing applies. From a real estate standpoint. People no one wants to go tromping around in the snow in the beginning of February looking at houses. That sucks. It's not fun.
The buyers were out there, though, this year, and there were some opportunities. And again, maybe you have another 4 to 6 weeks before everyone else wants to buy a house.
And that's what's going to happen. Prices are going to start going up because there's going to be a bigger demand for them. Mm-hmm. So over the wintertime and late fall and winter, we saw actually prices compress a little bit.
We did.
And now they're going to start going up again.
That's what I anticipate. We don't have a crystal ball, but the phones are ringing. The inventory is still at 6 months. 6 months, I anticipate that going
What
down
is it usually?
It's usually healthy is right around actually 3 to 4.
Okay.
Is good. So 6 is a little bit of a surplus, but it's nothing. I don't think the spring is going to dwindle. It's going to dwindle.
Are you guys seeing a lot of rent activity too, or no?
We do. Well, you know what the rent activity is due to is that we have a great hospital system here in Metro Detroit. So we see all these resident doctors come in, they get placed, and they sign 3-year contracts. So I think we already placed 3 or 4 of them. Last year we did close to 40.
We're definitely taking your calls, 248-539-9797. Again, come with your questions, and we'll show you how to do things the right way. Are you going to be able to purchase a house and close in less than 40 to 45 days? That's really the key. Are you ready to make that purchase? Do you have a true approval letter in your hand? If you don't, step out of front. Get away from all that trouble. Whoever you've been dealing with, look, move on. Get a real approval letter. If someone's telling you have an approved buyer and you don't have any money, you're not approved. No. So there's a lot of good things you can do to get yourself on track. And again, if you have steady income, if you have good credit, if you've got some savings, you can purchase a house. It doesn't take a whole lot. And Dan and Alex, as you guys know, rents in your area, especially in your farm area, Dan, rents have gone through the roof.
They have.
People that didn't purchase in the last 3 or 4 years are definitely wishing they would have gotten in the marketplace.
Yeah, we see around us we have the loft condo market, and they're building bigger buildings now, but they're not for sale. They're for rent. because the money they're making, you're close to $2.
What are they renting for?
About on the high end, $2.50 a square foot.
What are they renting for per month?
Per month? Well, that would be 1,000 square foot unit. You're going to pay $2,500 a month.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
That's heavy.
Yeah. But it's common. People are coming from Chicago and thinking they're going to get a deal, and then they realize, well, we're paying the same thing we are in Chicago here.
Well, that's why they say home buying leads you out of a recession. I mean, let's face it, when home buying goes up, then the rental market goes up too. Home prices go up, rental units go up.
Right.
So it all goes hand in hand. And, what I'd like to see, and I don't think it's coming quick enough. I mean, it's coming okay. But the bottom line is we still have a long way to go in terms of really getting back to where we were in 2008. Will it ever get back there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're close.
I agree.
Well, think about it. It's almost a 10-year cycle, right?
Yeah. All right, when we come back, we want to hear all your calls. 248-539-9797.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Isn't it interesting how everyone claims to be number one? Well, we actually are number one, and I can and will back up my stats. Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. In 2014, I sold more homes in Southeast Michigan than any other agent. In fact, over 700 delighted homeowners either bought or sold a home with our company. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, my name's Dennis Hopkins. When I needed to sell my home quickly in the Brighton area, Jeff was the first man I thought of. They left no detail unturned, and they sold my house in one day for full asking price.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get an average of 98% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. Call Jeff Glover today at 855-JEFF-SELLS. Not only do they sell the most, Jeff Glover and his team have more positive reviews on Zillow than any other realtor in the state. Call Jeff at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at 855-JEFFSELLS.com. Realtor Jeff Glover. A household name. Jeff Glover is affiliated with Keller Williams Realty.
For all you Michigan Lottery Club Keno players, these are exciting days because they're doubler days. And to explain what doubler days is all about, we're talking to
Dr. Irving Corey. I'm a professor of advanced dual linguistics.
In other words, you're an expert in double talk?
Well, you won't catch me saying that's not untrue, although I think I just did, or at least I soon will, if you know what I mean.
Actually, I don't. But let's move on. Professor, what exactly is doubler days?
It's a way for Club Keno players to multiply by a factor of 2, or double, if you will, their fun and excitement, or fun-citement, if I may, and I think I just did.
Actually, Professor, Doctor, Club Keno doubler days is almost as simple as you are.
Oh, thank you.
You see, random Club Keno tickets are printed with a doubler message. Now, if your ticket has the message and you win, you'll double your prize money, up to $4 million.
I couldn't have said it better myself, which I am, to the best of my knowledge.
Well, there you have it. All this month, winning is twice as nice.
And twice as nice.
Thanks to Club Keno doubler days.
Doubler days.
Yeah.
So to speak, if I may, and I should, so I will.
Only from the Michigan Lottery.
Get to your favorite hangout and get in on Club Keno Doubler Days, only through April 2nd.
Jimmy John's, world's greatest gourmet sandwiches. Ed speaking.
Yes, I need a sandwich delivery right away.
What kind of sandwich?
I don't care. Just get it to 215 Elm Street right now.
I'm on my way. Jimmy John's.
Thanks for getting here so fast.
You're welcome, sir. Here's your sandwich. By the way, did you know your house is on fire?
That's why I called Jimmy John's.
Fire makes you hungry?
No, I knew you'd get here fast. Grab a bucket.
We're going to need more than 2 guys, sir.
You're right. What'll we do?
Leave it to me, sir. Hello, boss. Send everyone you got to 215 Elm. Doesn't matter what kind of sandwich, sir. I'll explain later. Thank you, sir.
Jimmy John's. Come in. Sir, did you know your house is on fire? Yes, I did. Grab a bucket.
Jimmy John's.
Come in.
Sir, did you know your house is on fire?
Grab a bucket.
Jimmy John's.
Come in.
Sir, did you know?
Yes, I did. Grab a bucket.
Jimmy John's.
Come in.
Sir, did you?
Yes, I did. Grab a bucket. Fire department. Come in. Sir, did you know you... It's okay, Captain. We got it handled. Care for a sandwich? Thanks, but tell me something. Shoot. Why didn't you call the fire department first? I did.
Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Yummy good, freaky fast.
O'Reilly.
Restore your vehicle's lost power with Chevron Techron Fuel System Cleaner. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, buy 2 bottles for $10. Keep your engine clean and improve performance with Chevron Techron Fuel System Cleaner. 2 for $10 at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Text the ticket anytime, 24/7 at 97136. The Gallianas Van Dyke Dodge Ticket Text. Don't overpay. Get into Gallianas Van Dyke Dodge today.
With more than 400,000 quality parts and 90 years of experience, Napa can help you get the job done right the first time. Stop by your local Napa Auto Parts store and conquer the job with Napa know-how.
Your teams, your life, your sports station. 97.1 The Ticket.
Behind the scenes, continue the argument of appraised values.
We're just screaming.
This is the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate and Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. It's 9:17 in the afternoon. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, but that's a great conversation, Harvey.
Afternoon.
Here, if I have a house on the market,
Did I say that?
and somebody wants to buy it for $400,000, okay, and I've got it listed for $350, it's the old thing. So they're going to buy it for $400. It's going to come in and appraise at $350.
I understand.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Right. It's economics. It's that supply and demand. A house is worth whatever someone's willing to pay for it.
But not what it's going to appraise for.
Time out. A house is worth whatever someone's willing to pay for it.
If they have cash.
If they have cash. But when it comes to financing, I have to be able to prove the value. So here, this water bottle, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever, it was $10.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to buy it for $20,
Fine.
you can.
But here's the catch.
But it's worth $10.
Here's the catch.
You have
But
to
once
make
you
the
close
difference
on it and buy it for $20, now all of a sudden, I can use that as a comparable sale.
That's right. You
make
just
the
helped the
difference.
whole neighborhood out. That's right. You helped your whole neighborhood out. That's good. You're setting the market. Doesn't mean you're going to be the beneficiary of what you've done,
But it does
somebody
set
else
the-
could be.
Okay, 248-539-9797. We continuously have the same conversations that's relevant to what's going on out there when you're buying a house. Let's go out to Dan and find out what you got going on, Dan, out in Garden City. Good morning.
In the back.
What's up, dude?
Right down there. There's to him. Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
Oh, no.
I'm doing okay. How are you today?
Good. What's going on, my man?
Well, I'm on the Michigan homeowners the fund plan.
Right.
I did that when I had a problem with money for my house, and I got on one of the plans.
Okay.
And what they're going to do is they're going to cut me off at a 4% interest rate.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if there's any other programs out there that can help me for a low-income family.
What do you mean they're going to cut you off? What is that? I don't understand.
Well, it's only for so long.
Right.
It was for like 3 years, and then my interest rate's going to go up.
What's the value of the house right now?
About $70,000.
What do you owe on it?
I owe $68,000.
I mean, you're at 4%. It's going to go to what? 5%? It's going to increase.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I mean, there's other programs out there, but I mean, once your loan's modified, I have to get a copy of that modification agreement and see what I can do for you. Was it an FHA mortgage? Was it a conventional mortgage?
Yeah.
Which one was it? FHA or conventional?
Conventional.
Conventional. I mean, you're really not in bad shape, man. I mean, on $70,000, even if it goes to 5%, I mean, you're talking it's $50 a month, maybe.
Not even.
On a payment.
And that would be about $50. Yeah, $50 is a lot of money when you have $500 left at the end of the month.
No, I understand, but I don't think it's going to go up that significant for you, and I think you'll be in decent shape. But
Dan,
okay.
You got to take a look at
Pull
it.
the modification agreement for me, and I'll give you a call after the show, and I'll take a look at it, and I'll tell you, what the payments are going to go to and all that.
Hey, Dan, plus they have to give you notice before they bump it up, and we'd like to take a look at that notification letter.
Sounds great. I really appreciate your help.
Cool. Thanks, Dan.
You got it, brother. Thanks for the call.
All right, it opened up the calls this morning, 248-539-9797. We talk about mortgages and real estate. It's really interesting stuff and exciting in Southeast Michigan, what's going on here. Values are starting to climb.
When you're on a special program like that, whether it's an adjustable, whether it's a home mod kind of thing, and the term comes to an end, it just, you don't wake up the next day and all of a sudden your payments changed. You have to get notification in the mail. They have to send it to you. And we like to take a look at that because, they're oftentimes there are things that we can do. Sometimes there's nothing we can do, right, Alex?
Well, the problem with that specific program, the home affordable modification, whatever the hell,
HAMP,
whatever they want to call it, is your note's modified, but as Dan mentioned, the previous caller, the rate's going to go up eventually. I mean, it's 4% for 3 years, then 5% for 1 year, and then 6% the following year. It goes up from there. A standard refinance, even if we did one of the HARP loans where you can refinance no appraisal and all that, it's a fixed mortgage. It's a fixed product. And we were doing HARP loans in 2012 with no appraisals, below 4%. It's a 30-year fix. And that's an example of a guy that probably just got the wrong advice. I mean, he probably didn't even need a modification.
You know what? He probably got some temporary relief. But there's a stat on those loan mods, those tens of thousands that were done. 30% have gone bad after the initial modification. So that's considerable. In the Midwest, there were over, when I say the Midwest, not only Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Minnesota, Wisconsin.
People have to remember that those
35% have gone bad.
Those 30% of loans that went bad, those are people that should have never got a mortgage anyway. That was a zero down, interest only.
They had a combo
80-20, negative AM,
I mean, those
Happy
were
Meal
deals
arm.
They were death from the get-go. No chance.
Still funny when you say that hill.
You right there?
Yeah, it's still funny.
Thank you.
The Happy Meal or the Super Fun Happy Arm?
The Super Fun Happy Arm.
Do you still like Headset Fast Food Phone Jockey?
That one's still good, too.
That one's a good one?
It's still
rates are going to zero?
248-539-9797. You know what's been cool lately, too, as we get into home buying season, FHA did reduce their monthly MIP to 0.85. It does reduce it, making FHA loans more affordable. Again, who gets an FHA loan? Maybe somebody who needs 6% seller's concession. Maybe somebody that's getting a 100% gift from a relative and has low credit scores. So there are reasons why a certain loan might fit your needs, especially the rural development loans. Now, those are through the United States Department of Agriculture. You'd think we're talking about some farm way out there in the boonies, but we're not. You can buy in Oakland County rural development. It's in the northern part of Oakland County, all over Washtenaw, Livingston County, our listening audience in Genesee County, St. Clair County. These are all rural development areas. If you want to purchase a house, zero down, you can get some seller's concessions, a couple, $3,000 to $7,000. You can become a homeowner. Stop renting. Call us now and find out how easy it is to become a homeowner. Simple enough.
I'm looking at David Hasselhoff's mansion for sale. I'm looking at the listing ticket right here.
Oh, boy.
And it says it's equipped with a sexy bathroom.
Oh, no.
What does that mean?
Is it eating a hamburger in the bathroom?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Dan always call on that.
I don't know what a sexy bathroom is, but I want one. I have nothing. I don't know where I was going with that.
Wow.
March is definitely off to a great start. Again, maybe you can have another 4 weeks out there before there's going to be multiple bids on every one of these houses. We've had the conversations. Whether you're talking to your family members, we're 100% honest all the time, 100% of the time. If you're talking to your family members, if you're a real estate agent and you have clients out there that don't have their ducks in a row, you know it. Come on, get away from that nonsense. Uncle Harvey knows because you're calling me in the office during the week. If you're out there, you're excited about home ownership, put a plan together. It's all about planning. It's all about budgeting yourself and putting a savings plan together. Again, there are other ways to come up with down payment. There are some down payment assistance programs out there.
Can I call you Uncle Harvey?
You can call me what you like.
It's funny. You mentioned planning, and I talked to a lot of clients that have called from the show, and they call me during the week, and they say, listen, man, my lease is up in September. I want to buy a house then. And you mentioned, getting your ducks in a row and all that. Yeah. I'm going to put a plan together for you. I have no problem working with people for 6 months. I got a guy in the house the other day that I was working with since 2012. And it was just, he had a bankruptcy, foreclosure, and I have no problem doing that. I don't take any money up front. I'm happy to work on your credit for you. That's what I do. Like I said, I'm a local guy. I'm listed on the phone book. I'm not some punk kid from, California at whatever.com lender. I always tell my clients, I want to see you at opening day and high five you and buy you a beer.
Right.
I don't want to, I don't want to ever see somebody be like, oh, that's the guy that gave me a bad deal on my mortgage. No, man. I'm a regular, normal, local guy, man.
Get that approval letter in hand and go out there and start viewing properties. I had some fun last Sunday. I was out there doing an open house, and it's really fun to get out back in the community.
Where
again,
was it?
I was in Royal Oak. It was right really downtown Royal Oak. They knocked down an old house, built a house from scratch, got rid of the old foundation and everything. Yep. All brand new everything. And they're really
excited. Want to give a shout out to the builder?
Actually, I don't right now because I don't have the builder's information.
So what street were you on?
Well, I put him on the spot.
On Hawthorne. On Hawthorne?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was Dan Bean.
No, it wasn't Dan. It wasn't Dan. But he's built a few of them, three or four. He's got a couple going in Ferndale. Again, a lot of great independent builders out there
Patrick
building
Ray.
some. It wasn't
John
Patrick.
Farhat.
No.
I can go through all.
No. I'll come up with a name. No, I'll text someone and give you the name later. But exciting stuff, though, to be out there and see what the buyers had to say. And again, most of the families that came by were really finding out what's available in the marketplace, finding out, educating themselves. And that's what I think it's all about. That's all I care about anymore is where's your education lie so that you can move forward with an offer.
That's why it's important. And you go back to the appraisal situation. If you've got a local lender that's sitting in a house or knows the neighborhood or drives the neighborhood or knows the values, and then you have a local appraiser doing it. You have an Oakland County appraiser doing Oakland County appraisals. You have Macomb County appraisers doing Macomb County appraisals, Wayne, and so on and so forth. You just have a better team. You have a better team setting you up for success.
I agree 100%.
All right, we're up against another break. A little quick shout out there. Centaur, downtown Detroit. There's a animal rescue thing. Nicole wanted me to mention it. Give us a call here if you need information about it. We're saving animals. We're saving your money. We'll be right back.
97.1 The Ticket.
Who's your Tiger? Cabrera, Martinez, Price, Verlander?
Incredible, fantastic, spectacular.
Now see them all because Detroit Tigers individual game tickets are on sale. Catch all the teams you'll want to see. The Yankees, Red Sox, Brewers, Cubs.
Oh, man!
And catch all the theme nights, the giveaways, the fireworks, and more. Make the call. 866-66-TIGER. Go to tigers.com and get your individual game tickets.
Need a family plan that can keep up with your family? You're in luck. It's America's best unlimited 4G LTE family plan, only from T-Mobile. 2 lines of unlimited 4G LTE data for just $100. That's right, unlimited 4G LTE data for the whole family, so you can keep posting pics, streaming movies, and playing games with full-speed 4G LTE data that's truly unlimited. Stuck in a contract? Don't get trapped with the other guys. T-Mobile will break you free. We'll pay your termination fees, up to $650 per line when you trade in your phone. Think the other guys will do all that for you? Think again. So don't wait. Get America's best unlimited 4G LTE family plan with 2 lines for just $100 when you switch to T-Mobile today.
Taxes and fees additional. Contract payoff requires qualifying service and trade-in, phone purchase, and port-in for up to 10 lines. Payoff is with a Visa prepaid card. May take up to 8 weeks. See store for details. Card issued by MetaBank, member FDIC. Card expires.
I'm a state-of-the-art 60-inch flat-screen TV. And I mean, not to brag or anything, but if a burglar ever breaks into this place, I'm pretty certain I'm the first thing he's going to steal. I mean, it's not like he's going to take that recliner over there. Or that coffee table.
Your stuff can't protect itself. That's why the Geico Insurance Agency helps make it easy to switch and save on renter's insurance. Renter's insurance will cover personal property loss or damage as well as provide liability protection. Visit geico.com today.
Shaquille O'Neal for Icy Hot.
If you've got pain, you need the patch.
The Icy Hot Patch. Powerful, targeted, fast-acting pain relief that stays put without the mess. Icy to dull the pain, hot to relax it away. In a variety of sizes for back, shoulders, knees, even arthritis. So you're covered whenever and wherever you're hurt. Stop pain right at the source with Icy Hot Patches.
Pain's no match for the Icy Hot Patch.
For temporary topical pain relief, use only as directed.
Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration is back to talk with us more about his groundbreaking hair restoration procedure. First, I have to say, wow, you have a full head of hair over there.
Yes, I had the procedure done about a year ago, and the results are great.
And you know what? No one would ever know. It looks so natural.
Yeah, the procedure my team and I are performing is amazing. There's no pluggy palm tree look. There are no stitches or staples, no linear scar, and the transplanted hair is genetically programmed to grow. You will love your hair and feel more confident.
You know, a lot of guys are concerned with getting back in the gym and losing weight, but this could really do more for their appearance than 100 trips to the gym.
It really can. Many clients have even called this a life-changing event. If any of your listeners have even thought about hair restoration, I would love to help them.
Guys, it's time to take the hat off. See Dr. B and really change your look. Visit drb4hair.com. That's Dr. B, the number 4 hair.com. Mention this ad and learn how to save $500.
0% financing for up to 72 months for qualified buyers is back at LuLaRich Chevrolet. Buy a Chevy Cruze or Malibu and get 0% financing for up to 72 months plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash. 0% financing for up to 72 months, plus up to $1,000 bonus cash. That's 6 years with no interest. LuLaRich Chevrolet is located at the corner of Plymouth and Haggerty Roads in Plymouth. For program details, call 877-55-CHEVY. Save money when you make the switch to LaRich.
Don't miss the Michigan Lottery's Club Keno Doubler Days, when winning is twice as nice. Find a doubler message on your ticket for a chance to double your prize, now extended through April 2nd. Drive through McDonald's today and try one of McDonald's iconic Egg McMuffin sandwiches, made with fresh cracked eggs every day. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by the Mark Z Home Selling Team. Michigan is out of the Big Ten tournament, losing in the quarters to number 1 Wisconsin 71-60. They are hopeful for a possible NIT bid. Number 3 seed Michigan State 76-67 over Ohio State. State faces Maryland today in the semifinals. Tigers over the Braves 12-2. Of note, pitcher Shane Green throwing 3 perfect innings. Tigers and Phillies today 1 p.m. on CBS Sports Radio 1270. Red Wing hockey today right here on the ticket at 1 p.m. Wings and Flyers. Michigan skating past Michigan State 5-3. Former Lion defensive tackle Nick Fairley signs a 1-year deal with the Rams. And the Pistons lose their 9 straight, losing at Portland 118-99. From the 1-800 Call Sam Studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
97.1. Push the sports button.
97.1 The Ticket.
All right, welcome back to the show, 932. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding.
Old school Doobie Brothers, Gunny.
1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank. I know Ronnie J's there and a whole group of people. Also, you can always send us those emails to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Deal with real people that understand how to get your mortgage done in a timely manner.
So I want to give a shout out to you, Harvard. I want to give a shout out to you because you've been working really hard lately. You have been. You've been running around the office, and all you people out there, you just hear radio Harvey. All right, you should see Harvey when he's in action at the office. All right, it's
I'm a mean dude.
You're not a mean dude. You're just busy. I mean, you do a good job. You've been in this industry over 20 years.
You're passionate.
You love your borrowers. You love your clients. You love your clients to the point where no matter what they tell you, you believe it.
Yeah.
You do. And,
I like them.
And that's good. And that's, people say their biggest strengths are their biggest weaknesses. Your biggest strength is your passion. But then sometimes a client will tell you something, and you're like, hey, Harry, this client, I'm like, no, bro, it's impossible. It's impossible. But you do a great job, Alex, and you know how I feel about you guys. We've been working together now a very long time. We've outlasted a lot of marriages. Oops, sorry, Alex.
Oh, thanks.
But anyways,
I'll take that one in the hip.
You guys do a great job because
and Davinsky.
Well, you bring it every day.
You're a minority.
Well, I am a minority, 29 years. You guys bring it every day, but you're really passionate about helping people out. And you will go to the nth degree. You will exhaust every resource for your borrowers. And I get to see that every day. So I'm pretty lucky guy that I get to deal with it every day. There's some days I don't feel that way, but today I do.
Thank you, Harry. You also get that, though, if you're out there and you're working with a real estate agent, as a buyer out there, you feel that, again, if you're selling your house and you have an agent who's constantly in contact.
But it's real. Like you said, you're out in the community. Alex is out and about all the time. He knows the areas that he works in. So do you, Harvey. And I like being out there. We drive neighborhoods. We know the value of houses. And that's why, it pains me when houses come in low, too. Right? Especially when we fight them. But we'll fight and we'll go to the wall for our clients. But sometimes you can't make a $200,000 house into a $250,000 house. You just can't do it.
And you want to take advantage of today's interest rates. You don't know what the market's going to be in, 6 months from now, so you got to take advantage of it now. Again, refinancing your house to pay off a land contract. You can actually pay off your land contract, use the term, and take advantage of these unbelievably low interest rates. How about pulling some cash out for home improvements, paying off debt? We've got income tax time now. We're going to be talking about some scams out there to definitely look out. And we've got a call up from Commerce. We're going to go out there to Tim. Tim, good morning. Welcome to the show. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, good morning, Tim.
Hey, my wife and I are in the process of trying to refinance our house right now. We've been underwater for quite a few years. We've got an interest rate in the mid sixes, maybe even the high sixes. It's just ridiculous. We went to a local mortgage firm, and the sales guy gave us the pitch, asking us what other homes in our neighborhood were selling for and all that good stuff. And it's significantly more than what we currently owe. So we decided to move forward with them, got our appraisal in, and used about 6 to 9 different comps, half of them, well, 4 of them weren't in our subdivision. 2 of them were in a different school district. 2 of those back to a main road. And the big question I had is we had all these sale prices in our neighborhood, and what he did is he adjusted all the prices down across the board.
So you got a copy. By law, you're supposed to get a copy of that appraisal. Did you receive a hard copy of that appraisal?
Yes, we did.
All right, and you took a look at it, and that's what you're explaining. We would like to see that appraisal. I could tell you in about 10 minutes what a value could be. I'm not an appraiser, but I'll certainly I know that area pretty well. I don't live too far from there, and I'd really like to see a copy of that appraisal. Take a look at those adjustments. When you're talking about adjustments, they took your house and they adjusted the value down based on the comps that they used.
Correct. Let me give you an example of the comps. There's been like 4 or 5 different builders. There's been multiple different phases in our neighborhood, and the houses directly by my house are very, very similar. The same builder, same floor plan, similar finishes and things like that. And then we've got a new builder in there right now, and he's selling the homes for, significantly more than what we paid per square foot. So we've got these new home sales that were literally within the past few months that the homes are selling on average in my neighborhood for somewhere in the $135 a square foot range. That's the older homes and the newer homes, kind of a combined average.
What's your square footage on your house? What's the square footage on your house?
3,500.
Okay, so it's a larger home, and see, I don't like to go on the average square footage price. What we like to do is go on the sale price of the house, and I'd really like to take a look at that appraisal. That's something that we need.
Tim, let me jump in for 1 second, partner. So you're it's 6.5 right now, correct?
Yeah,
around 6.
Crazy like
what
that.
type of loan is it? Is it conventional? Is it FHA?
Yeah, it's conventional. Conventional.
The
30 year.
It's a 30. When did you get that mortgage? How long ago?
2007. I want
Okay,
to say.
so 2000. So here might be an option too. Even if the value's not there, you might qualify for the HARP program, which is going to run through the end of 2015, where I don't even need an appraisal.
Okay.
So if it's a regular old 30-year fixed, it's backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, the value is a moot point. We don't even need an appraisal. But in the meantime, send us a copy of the appraisal. You can email us at mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We'll check it out for you. We'll give you a call after the show and see what we can do.
Hey, Tim, I never got the answer. What the house appraised for?
It was 403.
403 for 3,500 square feet. And you got a finished basement, walkout? What do you got?
Not a walkout, but finished basement. Landscaping's done. High-end finishes throughout. When we bought the house.
And in your opinion, what do you think it's worth?
I don't know about my opinion. I can tell you what we were hoping for. We were hoping for mid-floors. And, and based on the sale prices before the adjusted price of all the comps, that's what they are.
I want to take a look at it.
Okay.
Tim, what's the balance of the mortgage?
$370.
Dude, you can do it at $400,000. It came in at what?
Four and change.
4 and change.
403. Yep.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can do
a loan at 470 with no PMI.
Yeah,
I understand that, but when we were talking to the sales, that's why we're a little bit disappointed.
You're going to fire the sales guy and hire a real mortgage banker that's licensed here. Yeah, you're going to get rid of that sales guy. Anyways, Tim, it's a great call.
I'll talk to the show, Tim.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
All right, we want to hear from you. 248-539-9797.
You know I love that. Okay, you know I'm very intrigued by appraisals. You know we could sit there and we could pick it apart. They're very subjective, but I want to see what the top line on the comps that he used, the sales that he used, and why they adjusted down. Chances are they picked smaller homes, so they adjusted it down because his house is bigger.
Freddie Mac's still
I'm going to tell you, that's what happened.
Freddie Mac is still reporting it's going to be gangbusters here in 2015. We're definitely already off to a good year. Between now and June kicks off the spring home buying season. 40% of all the homes are sold in this portion of the year. So definitely now's the time where everyone's coming out. We sort of said it earlier in the show. You might want to get out there right now versus in 4 or 5 weeks when you're fighting multiple bids on these houses. Again, even my brother, it's close to home, is out there considering moving forward. I said, hey, look, there's 5 to 10 homes out there in the next 6 months. There's no time to play any games. You make strong offers, you get your money together, and I've already qualified him, and I know for sure he can close without selling his existing house.
We had your brother on the phone there on speaker.
He wasn't happy.
But on January 2nd, we all sat in this room and we said that 2015 was going to be a good home purchase year. And it's so far, I know it's early in 2015, but the early indications are they're very, very strong.
We're seeing some of the homes that have been sitting there for 3-4 months just get picked up this past week. So
yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
80% of the metro markets in the U.S. are under that affordability. They do like an index for it. Interest rates are at all-time lows. Although, the jobs were, the income's been a little stagnant. Jobs or the unemployment rate has definitely come down. People are working. They're going to start getting married. There's opportunity out there. Again, hopefully more and more families will get their homes on the market, and they're going to be moving up, and this will give them a little bit more inventory out there.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about the numbers. The numbers are good, and they seem to be, picking up a little bit. Unemployment has definitely dropped. But in our area, remember, we're always the first in a recession, the last out. To me, it just hasn't been fast enough. I mean, maybe I'm impatient. Maybe I want it to be back to 2008 levels faster, but we're almost at the end of a 10-year cycle. Mm-hmm. And that's a long time.
But what I see is gradual, consistent growth, right? And not something that we were back in 2006.
That's all I want to see is consistency.
All right, we're up against a little short break. When we come back, all of your calls, 248-539-9797.
97.1 You want more. You want to get ahead in your career. You'll take the necessary steps to succeed in everything you do. You're the kind of graduate student the world-class faculty at Oakland University are looking for. OU offers more than 120 master's, doctoral, and certificate programs and access to top researchers in their respective fields of study. There are countless advantages to having a graduate education, like great new career possibilities and higher pay. OU's Graduate Open House is Tuesday, October 21st from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Oakland Center banquet rooms on OU's campus. Helpful staff will provide information on admissions, financial aid, and payment options. Got questions? This is where you'll get answers. Reservations are encouraged, so visit oakland.edu/grad. That's oakland.edu/grad and reserve your spot at the Oakland University Graduate Open House Tuesday, October 21st, 5 to 7 p.m. This is your opportunity at a world-class graduate degree. This is OU, where the aspiring can rise.
Welcome to your ticket to Ride Town, your license to win town. Greektown Casino Hotel, home of $500,000 race to riches. Fridays in March, 3 winners every hour from 4 to 10 p.m. will take home up to $10,000 cash. 95 winners are guaranteed, including 1 grand prize winner on March 29th of a new luxury car. Greektown Casino Hotel, in the middle of everywhere town. Must be at least 21 to gamble. Visit GT Rewards for details.
Are you suffering with hearing loss? Are you sick of people constantly complaining that your TV is too loud? Are you tired of asking people to speak up? Would you like to hear more clearly, but you don't want to wear a hearing aid that makes you look old? Then you need to try Listen Clear, a life-changing breakthrough precisely designed by top audio engineers to fit your ear almost invisibly. And you can adjust Listen Clear to find the perfect way to hear everything, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And right now, you can try Listen Clear absolutely risk-free with free shipping. We'll even give you free batteries for life. So call now, 1-800-900-6181. Listen Clear is lightweight and completely hassle-free, and it's practically invisible. Call for your 100% risk-free home trial with free shipping and free batteries for life. For free information, call now, 1-800-900-6181. That's 1-800-900-6181. 1-800-900-6181.
Did you know that right now you could be carrying around up to 22 pounds of undigested waste? 22 pounds of gunk caked to the inside of your colon, plus toxins we eat and breathe spread throughout our vital organs, making us feel terrible. If you often feel tired, sluggish, and bloated, you need to call for a free trial of Zymbiotics. This revolutionary all-natural product cleanses undigested waste from your colon, flattening your belly and eliminating bloating, heartburn, and acid reflux, so you feel healthy and energetic. For a free full-size trial, call 1-800-400-1065. Because of our poor diets and polluted environment, toxins and waste build up inside us and affect how we feel. In fact, many doctors believe sluggish digestion is the #1 reason we feel tired and lethargic. So cleanse your body with the unique herbal formula of Zymbiotics. Call now for your free full-size trial so you can feel healthy and energetic. 1-800-400-1065. That's 1-800-400-1065. 1-800-400-1065.
Listen up, Class A CDL drivers. Are you looking for a great place to work? McLean Food Service in Plymouth and Grand Rapids is growing and looking for qualified Class A CDL drivers. McLean offers a $3,000 sign-on bonus, plus medical, dental, and vision benefits upon hire. Average pay is $70,000 per year with excellent home time. Apply today at McLeanco.com, McLaneco.com, or apply in person from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at 14835 Pilot Drive in Plymouth.
Today, meet the 97.1 The Ticket Street Team and the Ticket Chicks from 11 to 1 at the 23rd Annual Spring Boating Expo at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. This is one of your last chances to buy a boat and have it delivered before spring launch. Plus, it's your chance to win tickets to see AMA Supercross at Ford Field March 21st. Donate to 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check Program, and you can help ensure that every student athlete's heart is healthy enough for sports. Donate at cbsdetroit.com/student heart check.
We always make the extra point. 97.1, The Ticket.
All righty, welcome back to the show. 9:46, March 14, 2015. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call at our office or here in the studio. How about at the office? 1-800-LOW-RATE, the Best Mortgage Banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. And also here in the studio, 248-539-9797. Always taking your calls. We've got some up now, and they look like good ones. Gray out there in Canton. Good morning, Gray. Go ahead with your call, sir.
How you doing this morning?
Good, what's up?
Gray, is there a movie about you right now, brother? Is there a movie out there about you?
No, not at all.
50 Shades?
Not at all.
50 Shades of Gray? Okay.
Gray, what's your question this morning?
Yeah, I have two loans going on today on my home. I have the conventional loan that I have, and then I have an equity line loan. The conventional loan has $350,000 on it. The equity has $125,000, so about $475,000 on it. I'm looking to refinance to see my loan rate on the primary is 5 5/8. The equity line loan's at about 3.5%.
What's the house worth?
The house next door, which is real similar, they just sold theirs for just under $600, like $595.
That's a good number.
Okay. That's a pretty.
So I'm trying to figure out. I tried to go back to Wells Fargo, which was the first one, and inquired about the HARP, and they made mention that it wasn't a Fannie, a Sallie Mae, or a Freddie loan, so
Right.
I didn't think I could qualify for it. I was trying to see if I could just refinance the first loan. It's been a while, but the house at that time, which is probably a good year and a half ago, didn't appraise that high, but now everything's come back up.
Yeah, great.
I'm trying to see
There's definitely some options there
for
for sure,
to do
man.
both or just one right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing we can do is do an appraisal. Let's see what the house appraises at. Everything's obviously based on that. Worst case scenario, we can just refinance the first and do what's called a subordination on the second. Absolutely, man. There's a ton of savings there, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty straightforward deal. You want to do a 30-year fix? Is that what you're looking for?
Well, I was kind of looking to see if I can even get it down to 15.
Yeah. There you go.
And
Absolutely,
I've got 12 years into it right now. So.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Solid.
Great. I'll call you after the show, and we'll get you taken care of, man. No worries at all. It's a pretty easy deal.
All right. I appreciate it.
Good
Thanks
deal.
so much,
Great
guys.
call. Thank you for calling.
Awesome. Thanks. Great. 948. Again, we'll take your calls. 248-539-9797. A lot of situations out there where families couldn't refinance a few years ago. But again, there's some newfound equity. More and more families are setting their values of their house a little bit higher. Again, we talk about this all the time. We lend off the appraised value. But again, if you buy a house and it sells for $200,000 and the appraisal comes in at $180,000, it doesn't benefit you. But yeah, the guy down the street goes and sells his house, and now all of a sudden his house comps out for more because your house is an active sale. It will show up in all the records. So a lot to learn out there about real estate and opportunities on how to save money. But the money that you can save is big.
But I think you have to dig deeper than that, don't you? We have to do our homework. We really have to prep it so when we're taking applications or giving information out, we really have to know the area and we have to know give their value before you check it out. And there are several times where we can go ahead and we can say, hey, look it. We can pull comps too. We have friends in the multiple listing services, Dan Dubinsky, and he can provide us comps, and we can send them off too. So, it's really specialized. You really have to know the guidelines. You have to know the values. You have to know not only the borrower. There are two parts of the transaction. There's the borrower qualification, and then there's the property qualification. You have to know both sides of the transaction.
And that goes back to if you have a good agent as well, he can inform, the appraiser. We have a situation in Royal Oak where they're building a new Kroger. right next to those. Right next to that.
Where's the Kroger going?
We're in Campbell and 12 Mile.
I didn't know
where
that.
St. Dennis Church was. But
No joke.
Yeah, beautiful,
Sweet.
beautiful area houses. But you put a Kroger there, and you're next to the loading dock. Your value's going down, right?
Well, yeah,
that's not cool.
So
I was thinking of it from a food aspect.
No, it's
Like
great for that. but
Typical fat
yeah,
kid.
So
Like,
a lot of them have for sale signs on them. An agent might not know that, an appraiser might not know that, and so it's important to have people from the area.
That's a great point. Functional obsolescence. Again, we find
I love it,
solutions.
Harvey. God.
You like that one?
That's so
It's on
good.
fire.
I told
Really
you,
spit
I
it
told
out.
you were good today.
I'm getting it out. Blah, blah, blah. Again, we got some open lines, 248-539-9797. You know, monthly payment, it's principal and interest. Then you've got your taxes and homeowners insurance. Alex, you might have mortgage insurance, PMI or MIP. But again, it's not always that. What else do you have in your life? What's your lifestyle? So you don't always want to necessarily maximize what you can borrow, but you might want to. Sometimes we don't take into account that we might not be using a co-borrower.
Well, I always try to explain to my clients, especially my first-time home buyers, they say, how much house can I qualify for? Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it's quality of life. Some people, they don't want to go out to eat. They don't want to, vacation. They want a huge house. But I always try to bring up too. Listen, man, it's going to cost you $300 a month in January and February to heat a house.
Well, I never subscribed to the theory, Alex, and you've been with me a long time. You know this, to max out the most you can qualify for and go ahead and buy a house and have that max payment. Mm-hmm. There's quality of life issues. You want to go out on Saturday night. You want to take vacations. You want to go to the movies. There's a lot of things. You don't want to be subservient to that house payment. You want furniture, you want blinds, drapes, you want those 5 big screen TVs that you got to have for your man's room. You want all those things. So you don't want to be married to that mortgage payment. There's a lot of other things in life you want to
That's what I tell people, man. I'm like, you got to think about this. It's not how much it's not keeping up with the Joneses. Forget what your friends are doing, okay? Just stop. I mean, I like knowing right now that if I want to walk out of the studio and fly to Vegas after the show, I can. It's not going to change my life one bit. I'm not worried about a $7,000 a month house payment. And I think that's, I lay my head on my pillow at night and I sleep well. I don't worry about it.
Well, we're hoping that the millennials have learned from the boomers, mistakes. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, you see, they're not asking for those big mansions anymore. Those are pretty much gone.
No, they're asking for a little smaller home, but a smarter home. More amenities,
functional.
A night, a more. What is it? Energy efficient house. That's great. 2,800 square feet as opposed to 35,000 to 4,200 or 3,500 to 4,200 square feet. All those things are happening, and the quality of the home that's being built now is more efficient than it was back in the early to mid 80s to mid 90s to early 90s.
Master suites,
first floor
laundry,
kitchens, and the layout. I always tell people, listen, you're never going to change the layout, and you're not going to change the location. Focus on those other things, cosmetic stuff you can paint and that, but those are really the two most important.
Well said. Of course, that millennial group, 25 to 34-year-olds, they're smart, and you better be as smart as them because they're bidding on the same house you are. Get yourself educated. Give Capital Mortgage a call, 1-800-LOW-RATE. Give us a call, 248-539-9797. Let's go out to Livonia. We got Blake on the line. Good morning, Blake. You're live on the ticket.
How's it going, guys?
Good. What's up,
Quick
Blake?
question for you. I just bought a house for $330,000 in Livonia. It was brand new construction, built in 2012. Really nice house. Pretty excited about it. I have about $450K in liquid, and I'm obviously tying up a large majority of that into this house, which doesn't make me 100% comfortable. So I've kind of been throwing around debating taking out at least maybe a $200,000 loan or maybe taking out more. I just don't know. And if I have no clue on if I should do a 30-year, a 15, or 10, and kind of wanted to see what your guys' advice would be on that.
Well, we obviously love the tax advantage of getting the mortgage. Again, you got to save for your future. Your financial advisor and the mortgage banker, I can meet with your financial advisor. We could do a 3-way call. We can all meet together, talk about numbers. We could spell out all the numbers for you and find out where your comfort zone is. But I like the idea that if you got the mortgage at, at least 20% down, avoid the mortgage insurance, take advantage of it. If you find out that you just have all that money sitting in the bank, it's burning a hole. You want to use that money. You don't want the higher mortgage payment. You can always pay it down.
But I'll tell you, the current value of your cash is worth more than future value. But I would tell you this, that if you could go ahead and you're going to get, let's say anywhere between, 3.25% and 4.25% on a mortgage, can you take that to your financial planner and can you make more than 4.25%? Odds are yes over the long term. Okay, so why wouldn't you do that? You're going to get a low rate on your mortgage and you're going to capitalize. Go ahead and infuse capital into some kind of investment, maybe a conservative investment, and get a higher rate of return, then you're going to make some money on it.
Hey, Blake, when you closing on that?
I actually did last week. I don't take occupancy until April 19th.
All right, we've got a few more questions for you.
Show, Blake.
Yeah, thanks for the call.
Cool, thanks, man.
All right, we're up against. That's it. That is it for us. We got the Pat Caputo. Maybe Leach is coming in.
What
with
if we want to stay? What are they going to do?
I don't know. They're going to throw us out. Pat's over there
I'm
flexing
not
his
leaving.
muscles.
Not leaving, Pat.
Well, it's been another version of the Hardcore Mortgage Show. We want to thank Dan Dubinsky for coming in from Skyward Realty. Got the parade down there in downtown Royal Oak. If you're listening, get down to Royal Oak. Enjoy all the parades this weekend in the nice weather. Again, keep it here on 97.1 for sports and call Capital Mortgage at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know that we have 20% more homes for sale today than we had at this same time last year, and that sales have dropped by 4%? Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. With inventory levels on the rise and sales dropping, the longer you wait to list your home for sale, the less your home will be worth. Don't be like everybody else and wait till the spring. Get started today. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, my name is Larry Dragan. I was trying to sell my home for over 4 years with 5 different realtors. I did my research and decided to go with Jeff Glover. Jeff got my home in Dexter sold within 30 days and helped me buy my new home in Royal Oak.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get an average of 98% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 20